There are several phonetic alphabets, but the two that are most widely used are APN, or American Phonetic Notation, and IPA, or the International Phonetic Alphabet. So to the right of the symbols under APN and IPA are words that include each of the sounds. There are a few differences between the phonetic alphabets, the symbols that are used, and these are highlighted in gray. The sounds for sh, z, ch, and j. Across educational materials, there's not much consistency with regards to which phonetic alphabet is used. And in some materials, these that you see on the screen are used instead because the publisher can't be sure that the reader is familiar with one of the standard phonetic alphabets. When these symbols are used, then this symbol is usually used for the sound y. You need to feel comfortable going back and forth between one publisher's approach to representing sounds and another. In E341, we're going to use the American Phonetic Alphabet. The primary reason for that is that this alphabet uses one symbol for one sound. That emphasizes the fact that even though some of the sounds may be represented by two graphemes or two letters, like the sound ch, which is one sound represented by two graphemes, or sh, which is one sound represented by two graphemes, S and H, that there's still only one sound. But we'll come back to this later. As with a lot of terminology you learn in teacher education courses and professional development classes and from books written for teachers, there is some of it that professionals use to communicate with one another in order to better nuance what they're talking about that we don't use with students. So in class we'll talk about phonemes, but this is not a word most teachers use with students. With students we use the word sounds, even though phoneme is not entirely synonymous with sound. And in class we'll use the word graphemes to talk about letters. But with students you'll use the word letters, even though again the two are not entirely synonymous. So let's come back to this visual for a minute. Just to recap, phonological awareness involves the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate syllables, onsets and rhymes, and phonemes. When we talk about this last subcategory of phonological awareness, the ability to identify phonemes, it's called phonemic awareness. So phonemic awareness is a category of phonological awareness. It is not at all unusual to find teaching materials, even those that have been produced by notable publishing companies, that refer to the ability to hear and identify not only phonemes, but also syllables and onsets and rhymes as being skills that fall under the umbrella of phonemic awareness. But that's not right. These are all skills that comprise phonological awareness. Only the ability to hear and manipulate phonemes is called phonemic awareness.